Guys, I got another really cool sponsor that is joining us here at Alabaster Living. This is Dusty Heron, and he is with A+ Wildlife Specialists, right?
That's it.
Now, you own this business, and we've come in contact with your sweet wife, Crystal, at her salon, which is, tell us the name of her salon. Studio Chic, which is in Helena, and she's a new sponsor as well. So I love that you guys are coming on and supporting. You guys are from Alabaster. Give us a little background about your family.
Yeah, we got 2 little boys, and we were in Montevallo, but we moved from there after we had our first, and to Alabaster. It was like the Alabaster school was better.
Yeah.
So we lived in Park Forest for 3 years, and now we're right by the high school now.
Awesome.
And we've been there for almost 3 years now. So
I love it. So local, keeping it local, and you service the Alabaster, and then within like 40 miles, so pretty much the whole Shelby County area?
Yeah, all central Alabama really.
Okay.
But we try to keep it, in the 30-40 mile radius of Alabaster.
So let's talk about what A+ Wildlife Specialists do. So I hear wildlife and I'm like, like that would be something that I would do. I would call you because I got a problem, right?
Yeah, yeah.
What are people calling you about specifically?
Well, everything's kind of seasonal,
Okay.
You got, right now you're having raccoons with babies, so they're moving in and they're keeping people up all night.
Okay.
It sounds like a person breaking into the house is what they normally say when they call. But we go in there, catch the raccoons out, and typically, like I said, this time of year, you're going to have babies in there. So once you get rid of the grown ones, you got to find the babies.
Okay.
Which normally is, I hate doing, but you got to cut them out of the wall or the ceiling, because they don't ever get where you can just go in there and pull them out. You got to find them. It's hot in those attics, so they go down the wall, in between floors where you got the AC running all day. And it's cooler in there, so that's where the babies are going to be.
And so that's kind of the season we're in right now.
Right.
What are some of the other seasons that you'll get calls about?
Well, it's raccoons and bats, snakes right now.
Fun times. Okay.
Well, we just got finished with squirrels.
Okay.
They had their little ones. We went through all that. Most of our calls is for regular gray squirrels. When you see running out in the yard, there's millions of them everywhere. And there's houses getting built every day, so they got to have somewhere to live. So and an attic is, perfect for them to get in there.
So can you talk to me about why is it important for us to call a specialist? Because I'm sure, look, we got a lot of redneck ingenuity out there that they can probably trap some animals.
Yeah, everybody's like, I'll just get my BB gun.
Right, but why is it important to call a specialist?
Well, an example is, a lot of times people don't call until they try it themselves.
Yeah.
And they will go up there and fix the hole where the squirrel chewed in, and they either trap the squirrel inside and it chews through the sheetrock to get in the house, or choose a new hole, or it dies in there.
Yeah.
So especially with squirrels or raccoons, if you seal the hole up before you catch the animal out of there, it's going to cause a lot more damage to your house. So you got to just physically remove the animals, get them all out of there, and then do the right repairs to keep them out in the future, which could be 1 hole, it could be 10 holes. Every home's different, so every situation we run into is a unique thing. That's why we do the inspection. We figure out exactly what needs to be done to keep them out of there. We do warranty it, so that's the reason we make sure it's done right the first time.
Absolutely.
We don't have to go back out there no more than you want us back out there.
Exactly. And how long have you been in the industry?
Going on 22 years almost.
So lots of experience. I'm sure you've seen a lot.
Oh yeah.
And every day, I'm sure, is completely
Something
different.
every day. You never know what you're going to get. It's,
So with every day being different, I know you got some good stories for me. So tell me, I want to know something crazy that's happened to you.
Okay. Well, a particular story, I had a customer call, said there was a sick raccoon on the back deck, which is a normal call, but so I go over there thinking it's just going to be a quick pick up the raccoon, let's get out of here.
Sure.
So when I pull up the house, the deck is 30 foot off the ground, and there's no steps to get to the deck, and it's screened off. So I had to go through the house to get to the back deck. So I step out through these glass doors, and you step out there, and it's a grown raccoon, and as soon as the porch creaked a little, here he comes.
He's awake.
He was not sick at all. So the customer panics, slams the door and locks it. And here I am. I've got my trap in one hand, the catch pole in the other hand. And if you've ever tried to corner a grown raccoon in a 12 by 12 foot square, it's not fun. So she wouldn't let me in the house.
You had to get that
so
raccoon.
I had to get the raccoon. There's just one table and some chairs back there. And I'm going round and round like a cartoon.
You had a standoff with the raccoon.
Yeah, and I got him though. Caught him, and once I caught him, I don't know, he went crazy. Okay,
I'm sure.
So that's one thing that, you know, there's situations like that we run into all the time. It could be, I was in the attic about 2 months ago with baby squirrels, and you had to crawl through a little hole. Basically, your body could fit through there. I'm trying to catch they're little bitty squirrels, so you can catch them by hand to get them out of the attic. And I'd already caught the grown ones and all that. So I stick my head through this hole, and I'm about to crawl through there, you know, and out of nowhere, there's an 8-foot snake laying there. I had no idea he was in there.
Nope. That's why I'm calling you.
I was not there for a snake. So it was a rat snake, which is normally what you have in the house. Everybody calls for snakes. I will say this, normally in an attic is not going to be a venomous snake at all. I know you don't want a snake in there at all, but if it's up high in the house somewhere, it's 90% of the time, it's, I'd say more than that, it's a rat snake. So anyway.
So you've got some very interesting dinner conversations going on at your house, I'm sure.
That snake was one of the, it shocked me, because like I said, I was not expecting it. It was a huge rat snake. I had to catch it by hand, and so I had to go through the house with it to get it out. And they didn't know there was a snake there either. So I grabbed the snake, and it curled around my arm. And here I come down the stairs, you know, out of the attic, and the lady's standing there thinking I've got baby squirrels, and I've got an 8-foot rat snake, and she runs so fast out the door. I can't blame her there. So clearly, every day is different.
Oh, yeah. You never know what you're going to find, right?
Yeah.
We joked about you need to wear a little GoPro camera on, because I can only imagine what his days are like. But so if I'm a customer and I've got an issue, whether it be a snake, this summer they're all over the place, you know, raccoons, bats, what do I need to do to get in touch with you guys?
Easy way, just call. Our main number is 205-915-3040.
Okay.
You can check our website, apluswildlife.net. Or our Facebook page, A Plus Wildlife Specialists. We got a lot of pictures and stuff you can look at on there, and you know, you can go through what we've done in the past, what we do. But you know, if you just have questions on what you need to do, just call me or text that same number. You can text that number.
Okay.
You know, you never know where I'm going to be. A lot of people call and they want me there right then. You know,
right? It's scary. I get it. Yeah.
But I may be under a house, in an attic, or whatever. So. If I don't answer, text, you know, so, or email, you can email through that website, either way.
Well, your website, I wanted to share with you guys, the website is great. It's got some testimonials from customers on there, just talking about how great you guys have been, and how thorough that your inspection and your removal of the animals were. You clearly, your experience speaks for itself. You are a local company, and we are so glad to have you guys on as sponsors for Alabaster Living. So guys, make sure you call A Plus Wildlife Specialists if you have a need. Thank you, Dusty.
Thank you.